Don't worry, guys. Everything's gonna work out exactly how it should. Today, during like the first half of the day, I was just worrying about bills because it's the end of the month. And I know probably for a lot of you out there, you probably deal with the same type of thing at the end of every month. And then it just hit me when I was listening to a YouTube video that there's no need to worry. Everything that happens in your life and in my life was meant to happen. It's all part of the process, you know? The universe makes no mistakes. God makes no mistakes. So to sit here and worry when things aren't going your way or get too invested in the highs and lows and allow that to just take you like a feather in the wind is just not sensible, because this was all part of the plan, I guess, you know? Even for this video, I briefly, for a second before I started it, I was thinking, man, what should I say at the beginning? And that's just me worrying. Whatever I say is what I'm gonna say, and that's how it was meant to be, you know? I don't even know what I'm gonna say for the rest of this video, but no matter what I say, that's what was meant to be. So when it comes to your life and wanting certain things and worrying all the time, you don't need to do that. It's extra stress that does nothing for you. Worrying gets nothing done. It's all part of the process, guys. And one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is complete congruence. If you guys remember geometry class back in high school, you remembered congruence. If you have one triangle and it's a certain size, 1 by 1 by 1, and then another triangle that's 2 by 2 by 2, those are not congruent. In your life, if you see yourself as a person that's successful in whatever realm you want to be successful in, that's the 2 by 2 by 2. If you're living as 1 by 1 by 1 your entire life, you're never going to be that person you want to be. Does that make sense? So the person that you want to be who is successful, let's just say for me, I want to be successful financially with financial freedom. Someone with financial freedom doesn't stress about bills. They don't stress about money. So every time that I stress about bills and I stress about money, it's separating me from the person that I want to be. And it's not like a separate person that's different than me. It's the better version of me, if that makes sense. Every hour that I spend stressing is 1 hour that I took away from the life I want to live. Does that make sense? It's about complete congruence. Even if you don't have it in the bank account yet, even if you're not driving the car you want to drive yet, walk around life and live life as if you do, you know? For me, I'm driving a Toyota. Is my dream car a Toyota? No. I love this car. But what I'm gonna do now is drive around as if this is my dream car. I'm gonna smile at people as if I'm driving a Ferrari or whatever my dream car is, a Maybach. You know? I'm gonna pull up to the parking lot at the store like I'm driving a Maybach. That's the energy I'm gonna feel when I'm driving, when I'm going out and doing things. And that's just one part of my life. So it's about trying to be the person you want to be in every part of your life, if that makes sense, especially mentally. And I think the main thing is mentally. When it comes to worrying, fear that you're not going to have bills paid, fear that you're not going to be able to support your family or whatever, all of that needs to get cut out in whatever way you can do it. And it can't even be a thought in your mind. That's how minuscule it needs to be. And it's not going to happen at first. It's not just going to happen overnight. It becomes a habit over time once you continue to do this. Like I said in my last video, the positive and negative thoughts, they compound, you know? So if you can just get in the habit of noticing your negative thoughts at first, just notice them. And once you start to notice them, that's the first step. Then you can begin to nip them in the bud when they come. So I noticed I was worrying earlier about bills at the end of the month because it's the end of the month. And then I nipped it in the bud and I was like, I don't need to worry. Even if this isn't going to happen, but even if I didn't pay my bills by the end of the month, I still don't need to worry. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the process. As long as I continue to do the work every day that I feel a responsibility to do, and my duty is to do that work, then I don't need to worry. The rest of it's out of my control. Right? And like I said, every time I worry, it's taking me further away from that person I want to be. If I want to be the person that's financially successful and never worries about bills because they always have money, then I need to start living like that mentally. If that makes sense. It's like you can be in the process of becoming that person and at the finish line at the same time. If it sounds a little confusing, but if that makes sense to you, then you know what I'm talking about. Mentally, you want to already be there. You want to visualize it every day. You want to live the life as if you're already there. And then it starts to attract the things that you wanted or that you needed. A few weeks ago, when I began to just trust the universe and trust God wholeheartedly, 100%, with the things that I cannot control, and no matter what, I just trusted him and I kept smiling, so many good things have come into my life. And maybe it's a placebo thing. Maybe it's just because I'm smiling. Maybe good people want to be around people that smile. Maybe it's because I tricked my mind. I don't know. Whatever you want to believe. I believe there's a higher power, you know? Call it the universe, call it God, whatever you want to call it. But the point is, you don't need to worry. The universe makes no mistakes. Every day, do what you can to be in complete congruence with the person you visualize yourself as being. And anyone who took geometry class, you know that complete congruence means the exact same. Not slightly different. Not different in any way. The exact same. So if you see yourself as a financially free person, maybe you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, who knows? Begin right now to act as if you're already that person. Right now. Because every minute you don't do that is a minute further away from being that person that you know that you can be. And that's it. That's my video for today. Think about congruence. Just keep that in mind when you're going throughout your days. Do a life audit every few hours. Every 3 hours, maybe look back at the 3 hours that you just spent and ask yourself, if I was the person that I'm striving to be, would I have done what I just did? Physically, mentally, you know. Maybe you sat on your phone and you scrolled for too long and you look back 3 hours. Would I have done that if I was this person that I want to be? Probably not. Okay, maybe that's the first thing I need to cut out. Cut that out first. Get in the habit of cutting just that thing out and then work on the next. And then keep working on things, keep cutting out things, keep adding new things until all of them just become a habit. And then at that point, you've become the person that you want to be. Once you're completely congruent, you are now that person. Does that make sense? So for me, a lot of it is mentally. I feel that I've put the right habits in my life. Physically, I've put a lot of good habits in my life. I mean, I cut out all intoxicants, even caffeine. I try to live a healthy life, stay on top of work. I'm trying to do all the things that I need to do, but mentally, I feel like mentally is the part that's holding me back the most. I don't know if it's the way I grew up or what happened, but mentally I have still a little bit of scarcity in my mind, and I'm not realizing the truth that the world is infinite, you know? So that's just me. That's what I'm working on now. As you can see over the last video or two, that's what I'm working on. Working on mental habits. So I just wanted to make this video to, maybe if you're going through the same thing as me, you're dealing with stress right now because it's the end of the month, or stress because you're not where you want to be in life. This is just a reminder that you don't need to worry. You don't need to stress. It's all part of the plan. Keep a smile on your face, because I know every single one of you looks beautiful when you smile. Even if you don't think so, the smile, it looks beautiful. Everyone else loves to see you smile. Radiate that positivity and be that person that you want to be, and you see yourself as being. Be your best version. And I think the good things will start to come for you. And yeah, let me know if you resonate with this. Let me know if you put this into action and it actually works for you. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much all I need to say today, guys. Just had to get that out. But yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Peace.